Ooh, what's going on, guys? This is Almost Expert Wrestling. We're coming to you with another edition of SummerSlam Prediction Series. We gotta get through these quick, so I hope you've been following along with us. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already to follow along with the others that are to come. In this one, we got two match predictions for you. The first one here, the Divas Tag Team match, and it's elimination. Yes, it's elimination. Looking forward to that. Um,
I'll get it.
yeah, you all know the teams, and then later we'll do, as Kyle likes to call it, the special attraction match. So we'll get to that later. So who start? I guess I'm gonna start this predictions off.
I have a question first. So if it's elimination, so it's a 3-on-3-on-3 Divas tag match. So say, if, for example, if Charlotte and Naomi kick it off and Charlotte pins Naomi, is Naomi the only one eliminated, or is the whole team eliminated?
Ooh, that is interesting. I haven't really thought of it like that. The first thing that came to mind when I saw was elimination was that, like, it was members. Like if Naomi was pinned, I think it would just be her, if I'm not wrong. But either way, I don't think that should affect our predicting too much. I mean, but either way, it should be interesting. So I started this one off, correct? Yeah,
Sure.
I'll just go. Thank you. So for this one, really looking forward to this one. This is like what it's all been building up to since the hashtag Diva Revolution started. And every week, people are saying, "Oh, this is great," and then smart marks will say, "Oh, we're just seeing the same matches every single week. How's that a Diva Revolution?" Well, I don't know. I've seen both sides of that. At the same time, you have to think they've been getting a lot longer matches, and they've had two matches on Raw weekly, and that's good for them. And I'm looking forward to this one a lot. A lot of great talent in this match. Obviously a lot of them come from NXT, and um, you know, this was easy for me to predict, basically because this is like I don't think of this as the end of this rivalry between the three teams. I think it will probably continue, um, and the Diva Revolution will continue, but this is kind of like a final battle kind of feel to it, even though there's probably going to be more. And for that reason, I'm gonna have to go with the team that's been the biggest stars of this entire feud. No one's paying attention to the other two teams. Everyone's been paying attention to, no, not the submission sorority. They're called Team PCB, and of course Paige, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch. Um, that's who I'm going with to win this one. Pretty easy, and the second team that I would think would win. I know we're not doing, ranking 1, 2, 3, but the team that I was also thinking about would win this is Team Bella, mainly because Nikki Bella's the Divas champion, and it would make her, look a lot stronger and as a, you know, genuine champion. I guess I don't know. That's probably the wrong word, but like a real champion. And but she hasn't been defending her title lately at all, and I'm not happy about that because they're just WWE's just like trying to make the process go by quicker to get her to break the record for longest reign. But that's another story. But yeah, I'm going with Team PCB to come out with the victory. What about you?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're right. An amazing 9 Divas tag match here. 3-on-3-on-3. You got, like you said, dude, the three teams. Um, it should be a really, really good match, I think. I'm excited for it. I'm just interested to see how it's going to go. Is it going to be 3 Divas in there at once, or is it going to be like 2 at once? Because I know in a fatal 4-way tag match, just 2 members, but it might be different with 3 teams. So we'll see what happens when it comes to that. But nonetheless, um, all 3 of these teams have had some momentum. Have all gotten really. What?
I didn't say anything.
Yes, you did.
I didn't do anything.
But you do that every time. Every video, guys. This is what we find out on Almost Expert Wrestling.
I'm literally just sitting here.
But you're right. And like I was saying, all 3 teams have had some sort of momentum and have picked up big wins. remember it was maybe 3-4 weeks ago, Becky Lynch, or actually Sasha Banks beat Paige. Charlotte has gotten her fair share of momentum. I think everybody should be getting a little bit of momentum coming up to it, and that leads to a winner. You were saying the obvious choice, PCB, and that's the team I'm going to go with here. It's kind of just by default, honestly. I mean, as much as I would like to see another team win, I think these three are the most popular of the group, of the nine. Because, I feel like Sasha Banks definitely deserves a bit better. I mean, I think she's probably the best, if not second best diva of the nine, Sasha Banks that being. And I feel like she's with the 8th and 9th worst when it comes to Tamina, who is really not good. She needs to improve a lot. She's not being used right. And then Naomi, who is, in my opinion, becoming staler and staler every week. And then Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, both of them have improved. Alicia Fox has surprisingly improved a lot ever since she's joined the fray. But it's not about improvement. It's about being good now. It's about deserving to win. So that's why I think PCB is going to walk out with it. You're right. It'll be cool for Nikki's team to win, to give her more credibility as a champion. But it's just not very likely in my opinion. So there you have him going with PCB. And guys, stick around because we will be back with our next prediction, which is Stephen Amell and Neville versus Bad News Barrett and Stardust. So stick around for that. And alright.
Hey, look, you made it to the second part of this video. Thank you for sticking around. And now we got the tag team match, as Kyle calls the special attraction. You got Stephen Amell and Neville taking on Stardust. King Barrett, not Bad News Barrett. He's a king who's been losing ever since becoming king of the ring. But that's a different video. Kind of looking forward to this match, but at the same time not. Obviously I'm a big fan of pretty much everyone in this match. Obviously Stephen Amell's a newbie, so whatever. Neville, Stardust, and King Barrett, big fan of all of them. And really looking forward to what will happen, and what will happen with Stephen Amell and how good he will be in the ring. I'm really looking forward to that. Seeing what he'll do. Other people are gonna be like, he's not a competitor, get him out of there. But hey, hashtag give Stephen Amell a chance. For this one, it was pretty easy.
I predict first. You predicted first last time.
No, shut up. We already agreed to this before I started the next part of this video. So I'm going to just go ahead and do this. Pretty easy to predict. I'm going to have to go with, pretty simple. Neville and Stephen Amell. And the main reason, every single time, correct me if I'm wrong. Kyle, someone watching this video, yell at me in the comments, do whatever. But if I'm not wrong, every single time they've gotten a celebrity of some sort to compete in a match or have some kind of involvement in the match, such as a referee, always goes the right way. Except for Mike Tyson, that whole situation, but still, it usually goes the right way. And him being in the match, Stephen Amell in the match, makes it even more so. If he were to lose the match, what would that bring? It would just be like, well, WWE, why did you bring him in the first place? And everyone watching WWE is going to be like, he lost, I'm not going to watch his show. It's stuff like that. So, they're bringing him for a reason, and that's to, help out Neville in some sort of way. Against Stardust and, King Barrett, as they try to find the Cosmic Key. And that's defeating Neville and Stephen Amell. So, Kyle, I'll hand over to you. Who do you have winning this match?
This match is a shame, in my opinion. The whole Stardust character has been really improving, in my opinion, over the past couple months. The whole feud with Neville, the promos that are very, very similar style to Bray Wyatt. How he shows up on the Titantron after matches. Loving that, and it's very unfortunate this match has to happen, especially considering Stephen Amell is in it, and Bad News King Barrett got sucked into it. I think it's a shame, and I know I want this match to be good, but at the same time, I know it's not going to be. WWE could throw a swerve and make a match out of this, but here's the way I think the match is going to go. It's going to kick off with Neville and Barrett. Neville's going to fly around for a little bit until Barrett gets the upper hand. Barrett and Stardust are going to dominate Neville throughout the whole match. Neville's going to get a hot tag to Stephen Amell. Stephen Amell is going to come, fuck shit up, take out Stardust, and then Stardust is going to eventually get pinned by Stephen Amell with assistance from Neville. That's the way the match is going to happen, and I don't like to want to make matches seem predictable. But you know what? WWE's done it a million times. It's going to be one of those dumb matches, in my opinion. I don't expect Stephen Amell to wrestle a whole match. I expect him to get in at the last moment. I don't expect him to take a lot of damage, just because, you know what? Because he's a celebrity that I never heard of before he showed up on WWE TV. I'm sorry if anybody else has. I'm sorry if that offends anybody, but I don't watch TV. So, I want this match to be good because, Joe, you nailed it on the head. I love all three guys in this match. Neville has really grown on me since he's come to WWE. I've been a fan of Stardust ever since he debuted in 2007.
What?
But, and
2014.
Bad News Barrett, I've been a big fan of ever since he started with the Nexus. So, I want it to be good, but at the same time, I know it's not going to be. So, I don't think I've really even made my prediction. I'm going with Stephen Amell and Neville if I have not made that obvious. But, there you have it. It's a shame, but maybe WWE can pull a hat or a cat or whatever out of the hat or whatever. I don't know what I tried to say there. I was trying to say something cool there, like a magic trick, but I failed. Nonetheless, I'm going with Stephen Amell and Neville to win, and hopefully this match is a little bit better than what I predicted to be. So there you have it.
All right. I like it. Obviously, you seem to not be in favor of this one, but in the match's defense, in WWE's defense, it's a match that everyone can just, watch, and it's not too stressful of a match, like people aren't going to be picking sides too much. It's just a feel-good kind of match. So, whatever. We're going to have to end it here. Okay, the same old plugs that Kyle's a big fan of. Thank you all for watching. We appreciate it. Hit that like button below to give us a nice thank you. And comment below who you have winning this match or any other match on the SummerSlam card. Or or send me a prediction to my Twitter. After you follow my Twitter, send me a prediction for any match on this card, and I'll be sure to give you a retweet. So, and of course, hit that subscribe button, that mighty subscribe button below, because we got more in this prediction series. We got more coming after the prediction series, and more after the prediction series, and you won't want to miss it, folks. So I'll hand over to Kyle. Kyle, yeah, do your plug.
Oh yeah, Kyle Smith AEW for all your Twitter psych. You're right about everything, and like I was saying, Kyle Smith AEW to find me on Twitter. A lot more activity coming up in the next few weeks, and of course, Joe nailed it. Follow him on Twitter as well, and subscribe, follow, like, comment, all that good stuff that we say every single video. And of course, we will be continuing this SummerSlam prediction series. We have 5 more matches. We've gotten halfway through so far. So we coming up is Sheamus, Kevin Owens, Orton, Cesaro. Them 2 matches, the Orton, Sheamus, and then the Kevin Owens, Cesaro. That'll all be in one video together, and then we're gonna follow that up with what we're calling the big 3 matches, the big tag team match, the Shield versus Wyatts, what they're calling the Battle of the Families, I'm supposing, and then of course the double main event, which I'm calling. I didn't even know Cena Rollins isn't the main event, which is crazy to me, but the champion versus champion match, and then Streak 2.0 match. So, which is Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar, obviously. So we got all that stuff coming up, and trust me, especially for the final 2 matches, expect a lot of predictions and a lot of potentially crazy predictions, and we'll see what happens, because I have a feeling Joe has some crazy things he has to say about those matches and crazy predictions, as do I. So, If you forgot at Kyle Smith AEW, it's on the screen. I don't know why I say it three,
Yeah.
4 times. And yep, like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff, comment, and we'll be sure to be back with much more videos. And there you go, Joe. End it out for us. Big boy.
All right. Thank you, big boy. Until next time, this is AEW.